Now to get back to politics. It seems Ted Cruz calling for this government shutdown has cost the American people $24 billion. Now, I thought the Republican Party was trying to save money. Well, they cut out, cut money out of social programs like feeding the young, the seniors. I guess they expect babies to go rob places to eat, and seniors and their walkers to only buy pet food. But pet food's getting expensive too. I don't understand these Republicans led by Ted Cruz. It seems to me that he's doing things like what Hitler did before World War II. I mean, people thought he was a joke too, but then he literally destroyed the country. Now, whose side is Ted Cruz on? It can't be the American people, because the American people understand that if you shut the government down, it's going to ruin our credit rating if we don't pay our bills. Uh, the American dollar is the world's currency. I guess they're going to go for the euro because thanks to Ted Cruz, it seems that America can't be depended on. And he's supposed to be a senator of the United States. Yeah, I find that very difficult to believe because maybe he's a senator from Canada or a senator from Cuba that is here to undermine American values. I mean, this country used to take care of its own. We had Eisenhower who built the interstate highways system in this country. We had Teddy Roosevelt, who was the first president to break up conglomerates. We had Abraham Lincoln, who believed all people should be free in this country. But these so-called Republican Tea Partiers claim they want to save money. Well, there's one from, I believe it's Tennessee, a congressman who made $170,000 in profit off of his farm, and he wants to cut food to the poor. Meanwhile, he wants to put through the farm bill so he can make another $172,000 off of the taxpayers. You know, we have oil companies, gas companies getting tax breaks while making huge profits, and also destroying the land and our water in this country. I guess we're going to have to build our homes under the sea someplace where it's not polluted, or where we don't get these horrific weather changes, tornadoes, and gas coming out of your water. There's something wrong with quite a few senators and congressmen that believe it's okay for things like that to happen, where the rich get social welfare, but the poor in this country are neglected. In fact, they want to take away from seniors, from children. They don't even want to educate these children. I don't quite understand. What do they want? To bring back slavery? It seems that's what these so-called Republican Tea Partiers are all about. That they're not for the country, for the people in the country. They're only for themselves and special interest groups. I'm wondering, because they claim they want to save money, but then they turn around and lost $24 billion for this country. I guess they're going to make it up on the poor again while giving the rich everything. To me, that's not democracy. Capitalism in this country doesn't seem to equate with democracy. How can a company like GE get, $1 billion in tax relief from the government while still making a profit? Monsanto can engineer our vegetables, and if it cross-pollinates to some other farmers, well, they can't be sued. They can't be held responsible. We can have plastics that have carcinogenics in them, where Europe won't allow that. I mean, these senators and congressmen who vote these laws in, why do they do that? To give cancer to the people? Oh yes, speaking about cancer, this closure not only hurt federal workers, it also prevented children with cancer to get treatment. It prevented soldiers, families from receiving death benefits. It threatened our economic system, not only in this country, where we lost $24 billion because of Ted Cruz and those like him in the Republican Tea Party. I mean, they're even destroying the Republican Party, who used to stand for quite a lot. Abraham Lincoln, Teddy Roosevelt, Eisenhower, to name a few. Where are these standards in today's Republican Party, where a group of Republican Tea Partiers who seem bent on destroying this country can hold the American people hostage? We need our federal workers. Thank God they didn't bring this country into default, because that would have added on more money, because the interest rates, which already went up because of the Republican Tea Party, led by Ted Cruz and other cronies, who tried to claim that it was the Democrats who caused this. Well, I can remember on the news for months that Ted Cruz was on a nationwide campaign to try to prevent people from getting a affordable health care system that he has because he's a member of the Senate. Senators and congressmen do have a health care plan that's paid for by the people. And to close down the government, to demand that the people can't have what they have, I think that's being selfish. I think quite a few senators and congressmen are being selfish when they can give money to already rich farmers and corporations. I mean, how the hell does the oil companies and the gas companies get such tax breaks while still making such profits that are outrageous? I mean, Jesus Christ. I think they're making more than the United States government. But they can't afford to pay their fair share in taxes because they have lobbyists in Washington, D.C. that they put money in their pockets so they can go to the senators and congressmen and it seems even the Supreme Court and change the rules in their favor. That's why I say capitalism doesn't equate to democracy. I guess they want, including Ted Cruz and Bachmann and, what other Republican Tea Partiers have demanded, like Ryan, let's cut social programs, but don't touch the money you give to the oil companies. Don't touch the money you give to GE. Keep letting these companies who use federal lands at a very inexpensive price compared to the profits they get out of the oil, the minerals in these lands. I mean, there needs to be some sort of fair system where the American people get back a fair exchange while these companies can still make a profit, but our government has paid more money so we can build our roads, put people to work. I forget we got Ted Cruz in the Senate and others in Congress like him that seem to want to destroy this country. Not one decent American can back this type of insanity. I mean, the last time I remember reading in history where people were so outrageous was before World War II in Germany. I mean, they made fun of the dude like we're making fun of Ted Cruz now, but he destroyed that country. He put that country into a world war. And he killed billions of innocent people because of his sick ideology. We need to be vigilant in this country. We need Americans to vote for senators and congressmen who won't take money from these special interest groups. We need to elect people in our courts, the Supreme Court, who will protect the people's rights and not claim that corporations are individuals, because that's a lot of nonsense. What is your opinion on all this?